From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, John.
We found a pristine edition of one of the best matches of all. Well, I mean, it's probably not. It's probably not listed as like a best match of all time,
right?
But in my opinion, your opinion, it's one of the damnedest.
It's
matches.
An iconic match.
It's an iconic
one that,
match.
like, if you're a Joshi fan, you should probably go search it out and watch it.
But they upload it. They being this YouTube channel,
The All Japan Women's Focused YouTube channel.
Oh my God! You want to tell them what it was?
It was the cage match, death match between Bull Nakano and Aja Kong. Dude, this is some of the scariest crap I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, just seeing someone with an Alabama jammer from the top of the cage and jumping right back up.
Not even weapon-wise. Like, there were weapons, obviously.
Yeah.
But not even totally the weapons. Like, who throws that many hurricanes? Unless they're trying to kill someone.
And I mean, that's the thing. Like, we've obviously seen the match.
Yes.
Many times before, but it's always been kind of cruddy.
Right. Like, you like snippets of it, or it's not that great of quality, but this.
Yeah, no, this was
like we were there.
Yeah, this was very clear, and it was fun to watch, man.
Yeah. We took a deep dive into a couple of things like that this week. We were just jamming. We're just having a good time.
Looking for anything we could to really get it going other than the modern day this past week.
Yeah, we were spicing things up, doing some deep dives and just enjoying ourselves. It was really fun.
I needed a palate cleanse. Thankfully, the very last thing we watched over the weekend being the Stardom
in Fuji, the video on demand Stardom house show. It was like the best show of the weekend.
With pristine quality.
Oh, because they recorded it and released it afterwards.
And it looked
so nice.
It was just a vibe, dude. It was good.
It was just one of those where you can tell everyone's like in it and they're having a good time. We were having a good time. We were just enjoying ourselves. It was just like one of those nights where you're just like, oh, this is so much fun for like no reason.
I still think it's funny that some of our greatest memories our own rando house show matches
or
house
really
show cards.
I will continue to believe that some of the best storytelling is done unintentionally on these house show cards when people aren't taking themselves too seriously. They spawn like the silliest storylines and most fun things.
Yeah. I mean, they just figure out that they're going to do this and they roll with it because people liked it.
Absolutely. And like the fans notice and they say things and then they're like, oh, I guess we can just keep this going. And it just makes things so much fun. That's why we watch everything because we don't want to miss things like that. And sometimes you just need like a little house show to make you feel good after
to forget about
a long week.
Neck.
Oh my God, poor Kumomo Minami. Ah, geez. So yes, we did watch some Joshi, some modern Joshi this week. There were a couple of fun things that happened even outside of the Joshi sphere, like the Wrestling Observer released their 2025 awards, and to no one's surprise, there was a few Saya Kamatani shout-outs in there. She won the Japan MVP and the Women's Wrestling MVP awards. She just killed it on the award season this year. Kind of awesome Rookie of the Year award was given to Sari Yamaoka, and that's not one that you usually like watch out for a Japanese wrestler or Joshi wrestler especially to just pick up.
Yeah, but come on, man. There's just something about Sari.
There is. She is the super rookie, as they call her.
Just some amazingness.
She's done some great stuff over the past year.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to forget her match with Malenko for,
Oh my gosh. That was just something special, wasn't it?
It was very special. And it's one of those things when it started, we were like, we're going to see this match again in 20 years.
Yeah, it felt like one of those where it was like, oh, we might be witnessing the beginning of something.
I'm thinking that we might have some stars like
Maybe,
brewing.
just a little bit. The Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards also had a couple of AEW women in there. You know, Harley Cameron getting the Most Improved Award, and Timeless Toni Storm, of course, snapping up Best Gimmick because she is timeless.
Have you seen the online discussion about Toni Storm and Mariah May?
I have not seen it.
Okay. So there's been this discussion going.
Okay.
And I've seen it in several places. I've seen defenders
Right.
of Mariah or
Blake Monroe.
Sorry.
I almost forgot it too.
Slave name. But I've seen, the defenders of Blake, and I've seen ones that are just really giving Toni her props, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of it stems from Blake's performance on NXT.
Right.
And how things have went, and how she sort of feels like the last fiddle in that row of talent on NXT.
Right.
No matter what they put her in, it seems like
she doesn't really
a
little mediocre
perform this well and gets outshone by others.
Yeah.
So people are like, holy shit, do we need to give Toni Storm a bigger piece of amazement and props and everything than we even knew?
Yeah.
Did she carry Mariah and make Mariah look that damn good?
Right. It's like, imagine, like, how did they have those incredible matches, but now Blake Monroe over there is not having that same level of match?
I have an opinion on this.
Okay.
Number one, Mariah May is incredibly talented.
She is. We knew that in Japan.
And number two, they, like, when you go to the Fed, when you go to
New York,
to New York, you don't get to just do what you want to do.
No.
So you're put into a paint by numbers thing. Mm-hmm. And that's always been my argument with developmental, is because it's like, okay, let's dumb you down from everything you ever did good.
Right.
And you're going to do what we want you to do on Monday night.
Yeah.
So we can have you in a 3-minute match.
Yeah, whatever we can afford at the time.
Right, whatever. But you have to sort of play in those roles. It happened to Julia as well.
Yeah.
Is somebody going to say that Julia is not one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time? Well, maybe now.
Right, if they only witnessed what she does in NXT and what she's now doing on the main roster.
Because she is regulated to just doing this matches, these New York matches.
Yeah, it's like they strip you down of everything that makes you unique and dress you back up in their outfits.
So with that said, I will say the only thing that I ever noticed about Mariah May that was weaker or different delivery was her promos.
Right.
If anybody remembers the very first time when she went heel in AEW and the what chant started.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
Because of her delivery.
Yeah, she was standing like on the ropes, leaning on the ropes. Mariah May has a very deliberate way of talking with spaces and enunciations.
She does.
So I don't like it.
It gives too much space for people to do the what chants.
It's got the what chants. I like a more...
Right. It feels more practiced and less like emotionally raw, I guess, the way she delivers her words.
Yeah. So in a performance world, maybe that's better. Maybe, you're really thinking about what you're doing.
Maybe.
But that's still not a takeaway. Like, that's still not a bad takeaway I'm giving her. That's just her style.
Yeah.
So I don't fault people for their own style. That's the only thing I could see holes in, right?
Yeah.
As far as her work goes, her work was really good. It's stiff, it's tight, there's no daylight in it.
Yeah, she had some great matches over the course of her Stardom career and her AEW career that show that she is a very talented wrestler. Even if she's still like getting into the groove of her full career as a wrestler, it's obvious that she had all the potential in the world.
I mean, the Toni Storm stuff, you got to remember, this is main event shit. Mm-hmm. So she was given carte blanche. They go out there and it's not like you got someone telling you every single move in AEW. You just don't.
No.
And it's kind of like New Japan. People would be surprised, It's kind of like, boys, all right, your main event. Finishes a backslide. Have at it.
Have fun.
And then people are like, oh my God, they booked the most amazing main event for 45 minutes. No.
No, they just wouldn't did that.
2 guys came up with 45 minutes worth of brilliance. But,
yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things, it has been in a lot of places. And I just want to say that I personally believe that Mariah May is an amazing talent. And I think it'll shine through eventually. I think that, honestly, she's one of the few people. Main roster is really where she belongs.
I agree, yeah. She definitely needs to get up there and be like one of those characters that's on the main roster. I think she'll kill it eventually if they give her that space to do her own thing.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to have that space.
Yeah, but like you said, New York, much like the New England Patriots, is a system, right?
It's a system.
You get slotted into the system that works, quote unquote works, for them, so that they continue to win. And for some wrestlers, that might feel like taking a step backwards.
I've never understood why they go after special people.
Yeah.
Like
instead of people who fit the system.
Here's this girl. She's amazing. She does this stuff that nobody does. She has a look that nobody has. And then they bring said person into the Fed and give them plastic surgery. Because there's a lot of pressure behind it.
Yeah,
allegedly,
the way they look
to look just like everyone else and talk just like everyone else and think just like everyone else and do the same moves as everyone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do a move and sell it for 5 minutes.
It's like, then why did you go after that person who's literally nothing like the product you're trying to present?
You could have got a freaking swimmer at a mall.
Yeah.
I mean,
you probably could have found one. Just go out there and look.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I hope all the best for Blake Monroe in her career. And speaking of AEW Timeless Tony Storm, there were some cool, like, Joshi related things that happened in AEW, including Tekla becoming the new AEW Women's World Champion. What? Dude, is there like a crazier example of someone coming from Japan and just absolutely killing it popularity wise and like climbing the ladder like this, like Tekla has since she came from Stardom? It's crazy.
No, not really. I mean, you have to go back to like Great Muta.
Especially like expectation wise, like for people like us who watch Joshi, like where Tekla was in Stardom.
Mid-card.
Coming to AEW and doing the things she has and the popularity she's surmounted and now being the women's world champion. It's just crazy to think about.
Hey man, bet on yourself, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
I mean,
seriously.
It's one of the best examples of betting on yourself I've ever seen.
I know. It continues to amaze me week in and week out. And she really has just grabbed the bull by the horns and gone for it. She's done great.
I just will always remember her as Tony Schiavone. The first time we ever had Tekla. And just that if you go back and watch the debut match of Tekla on AEW, and I think Tony's by himself on the commentary for whatever reason.
He might have been, yeah.
I just remember him going, and that's the Toxic Spider. The Toxic Spider with another kick. Oh, a Toxic Spider kick to the Toxic Spider face of the Toxic Spider world.
It was just all about the name.
Yeah, just everywhere. And, until he finally, I think he gave it a Thekla there at the end, but
it's not the Thekla.
I just love hearing him say Toxic Spider. It's like a drinking game.
It is. Tony Schiavone is very entertaining when he wants to be or doesn't want to be.
The current drinking game with Tony Schiavone is
how about that?
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
He says it so much.
It's one of, I swear to God.
We've just started repeating it every time he says it. It's
his version of Vince McMahon, What a Maneuver.
It's like a tick now. We can't help ourselves. We hear him say, how about that? And we go, how about that?
How about
just
that?
to each other.
Instantly.
We can't help it anymore.
We could be out of it, tired as hell, unresponsive to one another. And Tony Schiavone would be like, how about that? And we'd just go, how about that?
How about that? It's so fun. We're so weird.
We are
weird. A cool appearance also happened in AEW at Grand Slam. Our girl, Lena Cross, showed up in the women's tag team championship match, well, after it, to essentially help Megabad. Like, they lost the match, and so Lena Cross showed up and helps them beat down Willow and Harley. And dude, she looked so cool.
She looked great, and she looked bigger.
She was taller than Megan, I believe.
She was
just
taller.
Face to face. She's a force to be reckoned with, as we've seen in the past in Sendai Girls. She's scary, dude.
Listen, there was so much time that I think we were robbed of her career, but She is amazing.
Yeah.
An amazing talent.
She's going to be a great addition.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see her just go off.
I can't imagine her and Megan as a tag team, like doing things, but also her just in the singles division facing people like Chris and Willow and Tony and Mercedes.
I love seeing Penelope work, but I like her in the Michael Hayes role better.
I love her as a manager.
Let's have her as a Freebirds.
She's amazing.
You know, and she can be the Michael Hayes I wrestle sometimes.
Yeah, she's got such personality. She's great to have out there. She's so much fun.
She's crazy. I love her.
But yeah, so some fun stuff in AEW, including even crazier appearance by the Inspiration, who are now AEW. What is happening?
Multiple year contract.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the tag division is really stacking up.
I mean, there had been news a few weeks ago that they were going to try to shore up the tag division. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's not a lot of... If you're thinking, okay, I'm going to go out here to the free agent line and try to find a tag team.
A women's tag team, yeah.
There's that one.
They don't really, group up like the men often do they? Like, on the indies and stuff. There's not, a ton of women's tag belts, though, floating around the indies or anything. It's all about the singles competition for the women.
But they're going to be great for the backstage segments.
Yes, I can't wait.
Here's what I'm really looking forward to. So I watched one of the morning British... And I should never watch it, but one of the morning British YouTube channels. Right. I won't say who.
Just one of them.
I don't know. It's hard to tell what culture it was, but I was watching them this morning. And
this very morning,
they were talking about the Inspiration, being signed and all this, and in that speak, they doubted the fact that they would be able to wrestle at the level of these girls. And that they think they would have been a better fit in New York because they won't be able to keep up.
Right.
And I think things like that we would like to call bulletin board material. Because I can't wait to see them come in and just have a banger of a match and do moves that maybe you've not seen them do.
Right.
And, wrestle in the way that you've not seen them wrestle. This is one of the fun parts.
Yeah, they get to show their stuff finally.
Yeah.
What they're all about.
Yeah.
Even if they are mostly there as a comedy duo, just doing more personality work, it's you need those people as well, right?
Absolutely.
It's part of wrestling.
It is an entertainment show at the end of the day.
So I'm just excited to have them here. I think they're a great addition to the tag division and just the roster in general as very experienced women in the wrestling business to help the other women with things. I think it's a great thing to have around.
Well, let's go to Japan.
Okay, let's soar off to Japan. This week we watched 3 Marigold shows from the 7th, the 8th, and the 13th of February, and we're going to go through some of the highlights of these shows that we watched. Starting on the 7th, Nagisa Tachibana got a win over Yuka Yamazaki in a singles match.
It's about time she got a win.
Nagisa Tachibana is so talented.
She is.
She's fantastic.
She is.
And scary.
She has one of the best big jump off the top rope.
Yeah.
The climb the top rope without hands. Look, Mom, no hands.
Yeah, jump across and then get you.
It sounds like you just gave me some rap song from 2001.
Jump across
and get you.
It does sound like that.
So the jump across and get you is one, she does it great because she does it in that I don't give a damn if I break my fucking neck.
We've seen her almost do such a thing.
Yeah, we have.
In the past.
So she has just got that athleticism to her.
Yeah.
And she can throw it in there. She's really developed. When you see somebody add move after move after move to their repertoire as they go along, it's exciting. And
it is.
I think that given the opportunity, we got big things coming from.
I agree. Ever since she got the new gear, lighter hair, she just seems even scarier, as a competitor.
Yeah.
Shioko Kushino won a 3-way against Chiaki and Megaton. Perfectly good match. There was a time limit draw between Marie Malenko and Sari Yamaoka. This is the match we were referencing earlier. These girls got a little chippy.
That's what happens when irresistible force meets an immovable object.
Yeah.
And I think Marie probably has had a lot of voices in her ear. Mm-hmm. When you go there, don't let them job you out. That kind of stuff.
Right. It's don't let them get one over on you, pal.
Sari Yamaoka is also not going to let someone take her to school.
Man, Sari gets so offended when you, like, if
When you
anything
suck.
goes wrong.
Yeah.
She gets so, you could tell she just locks in, ready to go.
One of the cool parts of this, you guys need to go back and watch this. Like, if you don't watch a lot of Marigold, but you do have a subscription to Wrestling Universe, go back and watch this match, please.
Yes.
There's a few things to look out for. Look in the crowd.
That was one of the best parts of this show as a whole, was just, okay, so hard camera, across from the hard camera, right on camera, the whole show, middle aisle of that section across the ring is just a row of the Pro Wrestling Noah guys who have been doing Monday Magic over this past season. It was like Ayala and Ellis, and Sonny was there, and it was so cute.
Sonny Ono was there, you know, fresh off managing the Ultimo Dragon in the 90s. But, you know, he was there, and you could tell he was really excited to see Murray Malenko.
They were all locked in. I was like really excited about it.
With all his history with Dean Malenko, you can only imagine, you know, just so many big matches where he was standing ringside for Dean Malenko. This has to be a big deal. And, you know,
I can only imagine.
She was amazing. She really is. She looks amazing. And she's got some of the things, like at the first part of the match is my favorite part because they just wrestled on the mat.
Yeah, it was just straight wrestling for so long.
Yeah, it went a long way.
It did.
It was like maybe 2 minutes of just wrestling.
Yeah, it really showed both of these girls like what they've got, and even like moments when maybe they didn't really know what was going on, they were able to pull it back. It was really cool to watch, and having some of those guys in the crowd and just like super into the Joshi was really fun because, you know, we relate to that feeling.
Good use of the TLD.
Yes, it was, because now we can run it back at some point, right? Hummingbird, Koki Amurai, and Miku Aono defeated Mai Sakurai, Natsumi Shizuki, and Naoi Ishikawa in a 6-man match. And then we had 2 matches in the 3D Trios tournament that's still going on. Komomo Minami, Victoria Yuzuki, and Mayu Utani defeated the team of Sovia Savan, Olivia Rose, and Dream Girl Ellie. And this is the match in which Komomo Minami looked like she may have injured her neck. That doesn't seem to be the case, but Jesus Christ.
Habusa's bump was not as bad as this.
Yes.
Like when I remember when I saw Habusa get injured, the actual bump part to me didn't look as nasty as what this bump looked like.
It was so gross.
I don't know how. Thank God. But I don't know how she didn't break her neck.
I know. I was worried, like, even after seeing it, like, a week later, if it was worrisome.
Roddy Strong would be so proud.
Yes, so she took a move off, Olivia Rose was delivering a move to Komomo, and she kind of moved sideways unexpectedly, and Momo just landed on her forehead, but her body kept going, you know, one of those. So it's like her head got trapped almost, and it was like backwards.
It's a terrible feeling.
It looked awful, and she did finish the match. Like, nothing stopped or anything, which is crazy. This match also featured, like, Mayu Utani getting the crap, like, forearmed and kicked out of her. Like, she was even selling it after the match. She's, like, over there talking to Victoria about it.
That's what happens when you
Good Lord.
go against Green, man. It just happens. I thought Ellie looked really good.
Ellie does look really good at most times.
She's very smooth, and it doesn't really matter who she's in the ring with.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool thing. It's funny because I've told you for years, like the one scary moment in wrestling, when you're in a ring, and it's going to happen, is when you take a bump and you see your feet ahead of you. You're upside down. Your head's upside down, and you know you're on the mat.
Yes.
And you see these boots in front of you. And you're just like, oh shit, that's my boots.
Yeah. Or you like knee yourself in the face. Or something.
My God.
Jesus.
It's terrible.
It's wrestling. Thank God for the all the neck training Joshi wrestlers do for bridges and whatnot. Like, that had to have saved Komomo in that moment.
It had to be.
In the other 3D Trios tournament match, Utami Hayashishita, Chika Goto, and Chan Yoda went against Misa Matsui, Rei Sato, and Nagisa Nozaki, and it was a Darkness Revolution win to go on to the next round of this one.
I think we know where this is going.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but you never know. So on the 8th, the next day, we kicked off with another singles match between Yuka Yamazaki and Nagisa Tachibana. This time, Yuka taking the win, so she kind of got back her loss from the night before. Good for her. I guess they're going a little back and forth, which is always fun to see. Chiaki defeated Nao Ishikawa in a singles match. Komomo back with us again. I guess she's good to go. Komomo and Victoria defeated Olivia Rose and Sophia Savon. Then Marie Malenko once again in a singles match against Rhea Sato, which is really cool. So Marie taking the win on that one over Rhea, which is understandable. I know Rhea's very pumped up and fired up to get some of her losses back over this last little period. Then we had Hummingbird, Utami Hayashishita, and Mayu Iwatani versus Koki Amurai, Natsumi Shozuki, and Mai Sakurai. Always fun to see Utami and Mayu on the same team. They were doing like little bits in this match where they were doing things at the exact same time, you know, like a well-oiled machine. So that was really cool. But Koki, Natsumi, and Mai were the winners of that one. And in the main event, Nagisa Nozaki, Misa Matsui, and Dream Girl Ellie defeated Megaton, Chika Goto, and Miku Aono. So it was cool to see Ellie in there with Darkness Revolution. She fits right in.
She does. And they kind of opened the door for her to come back anytime she wanted afterwards.
Yeah, Misa was like, we should team together again sometime. And, you know, Ellie was like giving the thumbs up. And It was really cute. They were like, you're always welcome here. I love to see the little reaching out the hand for Gaijins to come back.
Absolutely.
Then we moved to the 13th, which was this past weekend, and there was just a few things that were kind of crazy on this one. To start off, Shioko Kushino defeated Nagisa Tachibana in a singles match. That's pretty expected, I guess.
And then match of the year.
And then, something we weren't expecting, okay? So we hear Megaton's music, and out comes Megaton, but it's Nao Ishikawa dressed as Megaton in her gear and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then Nao Ishikawa's music plays, and out comes Megaton dressed in the bottoms and the boots of Nao Ishikawa's gear and an orange t-shirt with her hair in pigtails, looking confused as anything. So
she kept grabbing her stomach like she was, you know, like she'd ate too much or
like
something.
She's concerned.
Yeah.
So it's Megaton versus Nao Ishikawa in a very interesting dynamic here. They're doing their normal moves. You know, Megaton's doing Megaton moves. Nao Ishikawa as Megaton doing Megaton moves. And then Megaton as Nao Ishikawa doing Nao Ishikawa moves. And they go through this entire match this way. It's hilarious. Everyone's cracking up. Megaton's shirt is not keeping anything in at this point. And then we get near the end of the match, and they are holding each other's hands, and they do this massive double headbutt where they just slam their skulls into each other and fall down. And when they get back up, it's obvious that they've suddenly switched back bodies. And this whole time, it has been Nao Ishikawa in Megaton's body. And Megaton in Nao Ishikawa's body, they couldn't figure out why they were so different all of a sudden. They're like just trying to go about the match, but they've switched back and they're still just as confused. It was the funniest thing. It was so hilarious.
It was awesome. It was funny and great, and it really was made by the fact of them switching back bodies at the end.
Top tier comedy wrestling.
I like to think that this really happened.
I think it did. These two are so funny.
This really just happened somehow.
They're great.
Yeah, they are. It's and going back to the whole thing, like Gigaton, Megaton.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of story there.
They make great versions of each other. They're very well studied on each other's moveset and everything.
It was funny.
It was hilarious, and I love them. Chiaki defeated Hummingbird in a singles match. Then Mai Sakurai, Natsumi Shozuki defeated Yuka Yamazaki and Sarah Yamaoka. In the semi-main event, Chika Goto and Utami Hayashishita defeated Koki Amurai and Miku Aono. And then in the main event, for the 3D Trios semi-final match, Rhea Sato, Misa Matsui, and Nagisa Nozaki defeated Komomo Minami, Victoria Izuki, and Mayu Iwatani. So I feel like that's a really big favorite for a lot of people getting knocked out of the tournament there.
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's, like I said, it feels like the belts are kind of made for them. So
yeah, so
we'll see.
Darkness Revolution really making a name for themselves. My personal favorite team of Mai Sakurai, Arina Yamanaka. There's so many similar names in Marigold. And who's the third on that team? Natsumi Shozuki. That team is still in the running, so I'm still holding out hope that maybe they'll end up pulling it out. But Darkness Revolution's always hard to reckon with.
They are. It's been fun. And the cards were all fun. They were good.
Yeah,
and,
it's always a good time. We just turn on a little Marigold, see what they cook up.
see who's going to break their damn neck.
We never know what we're going to see when we turn on Marigold, which is half the fun.
But I'm always entertained.
Me too. I am always entertained. Then we have some Stardom. We have 2 Stardom shows to talk about, starting on the 13th of February with their Korakuen Hall show. And it was obvious that this show was kind of like, it's like, we're going to Korakuen Hall, but we just had a pay-per-view and we're going to kind of like take it easy this time. This is like the first Korakuen Hall in a long time where it wasn't sold out to the rafters.
This one felt like, I don't want to say phoned in.
Right.
But it was phoned in.
It was a little phoned in.
Yeah.
There was nothing like crazy on it, and the card was just like, here's a Stardom card, and you get to see your favorite wrestlers, but there's no real stakes or storyline there, But we kicked off this show with a little ceremony. They said thank you to Stardom and to Suzu Suzuki in particular for the blood donation drive that she held, which was really nice to see, Get a little thanks back for that kind of charity work. Then we kicked off the night with a tag match, Ane Kanaya and Aya Sakura versus Fuwa-chan and Hazuki. And this is always a fun match to see Fuwa-chan and Hazuki teaming up with each other.
Fuwa-chan and that damn Shining Wizard.
Her Shining Wizard is probably the most devastating one I've ever seen.
It is the shiniest wizard of all. I mean, it looks beautiful. And again, we have sang the praises, right?
Yes.
She just does She does wrestling well.
She does, and I'm glad, I feel like the Shining Wizard kind of went away for a while. It's one of those moves that had its time, and then it kind of faded, and now she's bringing it back, and I'm like, good, because you do it excellently.
I have to bring up, this is my friend, Bert. He's an elephant.
Okay.
And
yes, he's in the room with us.
I know you've seen him in the room, and he's got his new gear on.
You look great, Bert.
I just thought maybe you might want to...
we have to talk about the fact that Aya Sakura wore her new gear that she got for the Tag League finals with Sayaka Kurara that we hadn't seen her wear since that night, and then she just decided to wear it this weekend on both shows.
And it's a big deal because we made a big deal about it before.
We did talk about her gear last show.
You thought that when she was in the big main event level push match...
With a cute match. I thought she could have worn...
The cute gear.
The cute gear.
Against Makito. So I just thought it was funny. In fact, I laughed heartily.
He did. When she came out in that gear, he just started dying. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It's fine though. I love this gear. It's the reason that I push for it because it looks awesome. And maybe she had to get it tailored or something was wrong with it or she just didn't like it that much. I don't know. I'm not an authority on these things.
Just thought I would throw that in since we have mentioned it in the past.
But it was nice to see.
You can go now, Bert.
Fuwa-chan and Hazuki did win this match with Fuwa-chan's Shining Wizard on poor Ane Kanaya. She took it like a champ, though. So Fuwa-chan really making her name known in Stardom more and more, the more we go.
Hey, buddy, she's got a Sariism coming up, so...
She does. In the next match, we had a little singles match between Natsupoi and Rion. This was so much fun. Mm-hmm. I love seeing these types of matches where the younger talent gets a chance to prove themselves against someone more established. Rion really, she put in the work here. She was ready to go.
I mean, honestly, it could have been her match.
It could have been. It got really close a couple of times.
She's gotten really good.
Natsupoi is scary.
Natsupoi is gonna poi.
When she decides it's over, she hit the feral gift and a fairy ring just for good measure to put Rion away. So not a big surprise that Natsupoi won this match, but it was cool to see a little Natsupoi singles action after such a long time. In the next match, we saw Ronnie Yagami and Tomoka Inaba team up against Kikyo Furusawa and Maki Ito.
Yeah, dude.
Two wonderful tag teams.
Ito, respect, Army.
Oh, this is the first official notice of anything that says Ito respect Army on it in Stardom. They've talked on Twitter a little bit about it, but they came out, her and Kikyo came out wearing handmade t-shirts. On their waist
the official
that
shirt.
Says Ito Respect Army. So it's official. Yeah. The Ito Respect Army has made it to Stardom, and Kikyo is the first member.
It has. And, also, as much as I love Monkey Ito, this match, I have to say, all the Ronnie Yagami, Tomoka Inaba matches that I've been seeing recently, I love seeing them together. I know they were featured on both New Bloods, but I love seeing them together. I love seeing them in the Gis.
Yeah.
I just love them together.
They're an excellent tag team.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just they make so much sense. And when they do have the Gis on, when they come out and they do the katas, I like that.
Yeah.
It's just something special about it.
It's a sort of legitimate thing.
Yeah. I want to see them make a tag run.
I agree completely. I would love to see them have like a serious run at the Goddess of Stardom tag titles, or even the New Blood tag titles at this point.
I think for right now, that might be where it's at for both of them.
Agreed. I think they make a great impact as a tag team. Like when you see them together, it's visually appealing. Their movesets work perfectly together. They're just scary as a tag team. So having them together, I think, is the best call right now. But also Maki and Kikyo working seamlessly now as a tag team.
They're getting there, yes.
They had their cuteness call where they added in for Kikyo who's the second cutest in the world and then who's the cutest in the world. So both of them get calls from the audience. They do the double stunner together. It's amazing how quickly they have become this seamless tag team.
Just a totally an arm.
Unfortunately, they didn't win this match.
No.
Rana actually pulled out something a little shiny and new to win this match. It was like an inverted straight jacket brainbuster.
It's the best way I can call it.
She crosses the arms, pulls your head under her arm, grabs you between your legs, and like suplexes you backwards. It was crazy looking.
It was.
But awesome at the same time.
It was definitely a finisher.
Yes, and I'm always excited to see Rana Yagami get a little win here and there.
We know.
The next match was a tag team match. The visiting Tabata and India Sukes versus Xena and Micah. So we got a more CMLL representation now in Stardom after Olympia went back home.
Always love seeing some Tabata.
Yes, Tabata back. It's so good to see her again. Of course, we had quite a long run with Tabata last year, but now she's back with India, and they're going against Xena and Micah here, so it was a very, power match in this one. Micah finishing it with the Michinoku Driver 2 on poor Tabata. She kind of laid it in too.
It was honestly, I thought I was watching 1987 Georgia or something. Like it felt like a job match.
Yeah, a little. It was a little quick.
Thing was quick, dude.
But it's always cool to see the CMLL girls here, and we've got girls going to CMLL soon. So I love this partnership. Ever since we made it, we've made good use of it, which I love. Like, it's not just sitting there; it's very back and forth, which I love to see. In the next match, Miyu Amasaki, Mei Seira, Azumi, and Starlight Kid took on Nanami Hatano, Kyoka Kotatsu, Lady C, and Ami Sori. So the whole of Neo Genesis against a little God's Eye here, including Nanami, who was on the New Blood shows the week prior, and she just stuck around, I guess, for her God's Eye family here in Stardom. Neo Genesis took the win in this one. Miyu Amasaki actually got the pin on Lady C after using her Tensai, so that's really cool for Miyu.
Yeah, anytime we get to see, I like a little bit more featuring of Miyu Amasaki lately.
Yeah, it seems like we've been seeing a lot more of her personality and her moves and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah, hopefully she's stepping up and, getting ready to step out a little bit.
Yeah, and of course we got to see the Neo Genesis 4-way matching gear in this one, because when they're all together, they wear the matching gear together. And Starlight with her cute little Valentine's Day mask, of course.
And we got to see Kyoko Kotatsu, so everything's good.
She's so good.
Yes.
Every time she's in the ring with someone, it's just crazy good stuff. I can't wait to see more of her.
Love her so much.
Next, we saw a tag match where Waka Tsukiyama and Hanako took on Akira Kuragane and Itsuki Aoki, so a little fallout from the unit battle here. I swear Itsuki Aoki and Waka Tsukiyama have some kind of beef. Like, every time I see them together, it seems like they really dislike each other.
It does seem that way.
I don't know what it is, but it makes these matches really interesting to me.
Yeah, somebody, stole somebody's gear or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Itsuki is actually the one who pinned Waka to win this match. And I find it really interesting. Obviously, people who have teamed together before are going to continue. And maybe they had dates already scheduled. But seeing the EXV girls continue to team together after the disbandment, it makes me wonder how long it's going to be before they start sort of drifting apart. Maybe going into other factions and what's going to happen with all of that. Because there's been no real movement on it yet.
Yeah, it's been like it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's kind of just like EXV still.
Yeah.
But obviously it can't be that way forever. They're not going to be able to be unaffiliated for the rest of their careers. So we're going to have to see some movement soon. I'm sure going toward All-Star Grand Queendom, it'll become more and more apparent which direction everyone's going.
Agreed.
In the semi-main event, we had our high-speed championship match, Yuna Mizumori versus Momo Kogo. And let me tell you, boys, this was a match. I don't know if I would call it a high-speed title match.
Yeah, no, not your traditional high speed at all.
Yeah.
But, you know, they gave it everything they had, man.
They did. The spirit was there, right? Like, they are very fired up. They're very passionate about what they're doing. They gave it everything in that ring. Yuna Mizumori was the one to come out on top with the Superman pin. I know Momo was very much hoping to be the new high-speed champion, so it's kind of a blow to her to lose this one, but this is the second defense for Yuna Mizumori in her title run.
She's a rollin'.
She is. And in the main event, God help us all, of 12-man tag team match. So on the babyface side, we have Sayaka Kurara, Saoriano, Yuri Ahime, Hanan, Hina, and Shiri.
What a team.
Versus the hate team of Fukigen Death, Azusa Inaba, Rina Ruaka, Natsuka Tora, and Konami. So, of course, hate right now is missing Saya Kamatani because of her fingers, and we're still missing Momo Watanabe, who is yet to return.
And I think the Saya Kamatani had a big part to play, like, with this card.
Yeah.
You know, like, if she had been there.
Agreed. There would have been some Saya things happening if she was able to be here. Of course, they decided that she would be staying out to get her fingers surgically repaired so that she doesn't have complications in the future. She's going to miss around a month of action is what they said, but hopefully she heals up well and that they don't have to worry about it. But this main event is exactly what you would expect from having 12 people in the same match. It was insane. You didn't really get a lot of time with anyone. I think some people weren't even legal in the match. I like Saoriano and Shiri. I don't think we saw like it all.
Which happens to us too much.
It does. But the exciting thing is the finish, because Hina pinned Konami to win this match. You know, she's going after the Wonder of Stardom championship.
Yeah.
So this just sort of doubles down on her challenge. She's like, look, I pinned you.
Huge.
So now you can't deny me.
Such a huge deal to pin champ in Korakuen Hall.
It is.
It's a big
For
deal.
Hina, I can't imagine that she would want it to go any other way.
No. Awesome, man.
And seeing this babyface team together is just cool in its own right.
Yeah, it was a solid card. I mean, like you said, it wasn't like what we've been used to and what we've been spoiled by for Korakuen Hall.
Yeah.
But, you know...
Sometimes you have those weeks.
You do. Nothing really to write home about, but it was still some cool movement on some pieces.
Yes, a little movement here and there, very strategic, like battleship type movements. That brings us to the 15th of February, the show in Fuji, which was honestly like packed out. Like everyone was there ready to go, and the girls were ready to go. It was really great. We kicked off this one with Akira Kuragane, Itsuki Aoki, and Rini Yamashita versus Sayaka Kurara, Saoriano, and Natsupoi. And this was just really fun. Mivita Loca versus Cosmic Angels. It's kind of nice to see them against someone who isn't EXV adjacent anymore. There was a really funny part between Rina Yamashita and Saoriano where Rina just could not bring herself to hit Saoriano. It's so funny.
It was great.
Rina Yamashita is such a character.
She is, man. She's the gift that keeps on giving.
It might have played against them as well because Cosmic Angels did win this match. It was Sayaka Kurara with the Tokimeki Spear on Akira Kuragane to win this match for Cosmic Angels.
It was already off to a great start.
It was, because we were like already on the boat. We're like, let's go. This is so fun. In the next match, we had a three-way between Miyu Amasaki, Maika, and Saki Kashima. So right out of the gate, that sounds hilarious. But Maika actually had this whole bit near the beginning where she wanted everyone to be able to get pictures of Saki Kashima. You know, we're coming up on her retirement in a little over 2 months. So she lifted Saki onto her shoulders and walked her around every single side of the ring so that everyone could get pictures, right? Then she got in the ring and Maika picked up Miyu Amasaki and did the same thing with her in the ring. But when she got back around to the fourth side, Saki knocked Miyu over so that she flipped backwards over the ropes and was like choking Micah over the ropes. And then once Micah got out of that, she was really upset with Saki. Saki tried to apologize. She's like, look, we'll do the thing with you. She went to pick Micah up. Obviously, she could not, so she's like, Miyu, get in here. We'll pick her up together. They're both trying, and she's not budging, and Micah's just like, what the heck? And she smacks them both on the head. It was just wonderful.
Yeah, it was a great spot. I mean, it was funny, and, again, lightheartedness.
Yeah.
Fun show.
It was.
A lot of good shit.
Everyone just having fun,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So our girl, Miyu Amasaki, coming up here with another win.
Another
She
big win.
rolled up Saki Kashima to win this match.
Another big win. So, the Kevin train rolls on.
Miyu's she is getting wins. I'm getting pins too, which is crazy.
Yes.
And I think we're just going to keep going from here. Like Cinderella time coming up.
You never
Might be
know,
Miyu
man.
Amasaki's year.
You never know.
The
Even
next-
though I do know it's going to be Rina.
It's going to be Rina, probably. In the next match, Hazuki, India Sux, and Tabata teamed up to take on Ane Kanaya, Aya Sakura, and Yuna Mizumori. And one of our visitors from Mexico got the pin in this one, India pinning Ane Kanaya to win this match. Then another tag match, Rion teaming with Maki Ito to take on Mei Seira and Azumi. So right off the bat, you're teaming up against Mei Seira and Azumi, and Azumi was in top form in this match. I don't know what happened, but Azumi was in the zone in this one, and it was crazy.
She was, man. And, the whole match was just fun. Anytime you have Makito out there and Azumi, they had a lot of good back and forths. It was hilarious.
It was.
But, like you said, man, Azumi was just floating through the air.
She was having a great time.
Going 1,000 miles an hour, and everything worked. It was a fun match.
It was, and I personally love the tag team of Azumi and Mei Seira. I think they team extremely well together because of their ability and their speed and their technicality. I just love that tag team, and I love to see it anytime it comes out. Unfortunately for Rion and Maki Ito, that spelled their doom because Mei used the Rolling Star to roll up Rion for the win. So Maki wasn't happy about that, but she didn't abandon Rion. She took her backstage with her.
Yeah, she did.
So good for her. In the next match, Waka Tsukiyama, Hanako, and Xena took on Yuri Hime, Momo Kogo, and Hanan, and we saw the former EXV team win this match, Hanako with the pin in this one. But a little interesting tidbit after the match ended, with Yuri Hime making a play for that Future of Stardom championship of Hanako's. She was reaching for it, she really wants a shot, I think.
I think I would have put the girls over that were not former EXV.
Right.
In this match, and you could have had Yuria squeak out a win or something.
Yeah.
To build to that. But I don't think we, especially with EXV being together in any form or fashion.
Yeah.
It would make more sense, in my opinion, if they would have went under.
I agree. Especially if you're going to have a challenge like this, right? And I'm sure it won't be long before we see Yuri Hime get that exact win and really cement her challenge for the Future of Stardom belt. And I am really excited about that prospect. I think she'd make a great Future of Stardom champion. In the next match, we saw Kikyo Furusawa in a one-on-one match against Starlight Kid. And of course, Fuji is Kikyo Furusawa's hometown, so she got this special singles match in the semi-main event, which is crazy for someone of Kikyo's station currently in Stardom, and against Starlight Kid, no less. Talk about a scary position to be in.
It was a great match. This was a really, really solid singles match, especially for a house show. It had everything in it. It had all the falsies. It had all the good stuff.
Oh, man.
But it was a damn good match. And
it was.
I thought Kikyo did amazing in it.
Yeah, and of course, they both are very leg-focused in their offense, with Kikyo with her ankle locks and Starlight looking for the Black Tiger leg killer. So they were very much after each other's legs the whole time. And Kikyo did have a few moments there of, hopefulness, maybe she's actually going to get somewhere. But it was the Black Tiger leg killer that put Kikyo away in this one. And Starlight, giving her props afterwards. She's like, you're really good, and I know you'll only get stronger. And Kikyo telling the fans, next time she comes back to Fuji, she's going to be even stronger and even better. So I have no doubt about that. It's definitely Kikyo's world.
I agree. We're just living in it.
We're just living in it. And in the main event, we had Ronnie Yagami, Lady C, Hina, Amisori, and Shiri versus Fukigen Death, Rina, Ruraka, Natsukatora, and Konami. So a full together God's Eye versus a full together Hate, well, mostly Hate. And they've just killed each other in this match. Like, you know how God's Eye is when they're all a team together, they're not going to let up even an inch. And Hate, being Hate, they do their thing.
Being Hate, doing Hate things.
And it was Konami who submitted Hina in this match to win, getting back her loss from the other night in Korakuen Hall. So they're a little neck and neck now in their run up to this Wonder of Stardom title match. But all in all, an amazingly fun show for a little house show.
It really was. If I had to tell somebody to watch one of the shows between that and Korakuen Hall, I can't believe I would pick Fuji.
Right.
But I would pick Fuji.
Even the fans were great. Like, they brought little kids into the ring at one point, and there was a whole line of Maki or Ito Respect Army shirts in the front row.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, like you said, it was basically the whole front row wearing it. And it was fun. It was just fun. It was good fun. It was what we watch wrestling for. Sometimes, you're not going to have like the 5-star of stars in the star world. You're going to have just a fun, good wrestling show. And that's what this was.
Exactly.
So mix this with a little bit of the high espionage of Marigold, and
and you have a great week on your hands.
Have a great week.
This weekend, Stardom has 4 shows: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is unheard of and crazy. So I'm looking forward to it. And then after that, on the last day of February, the 28th, they have another Korakuen Hall show. I imagine we'll be doing quite a bit of building over this next weekend of so many shows leading into that. And then a week after that, the Cinderella tournament starts. So we are just on the precipice of our first tournament of the year. I'm so excited to see who gets announced for it and what direction we go in. And we're just really kicking off, going into All-Star Grand Queendom. So a lot of fun to be had coming up.
I agree. I'm excited about 4 shows.
Me too. Like, it's crazy to have 4 shows across one weekend, but I guess it's going to be just a hoot and holler and good time for everyone.
I guess everybody needs to join us on socials so we can live tweet.
Yeah, you better be following us at Cult of Joshi, especially on X, because we live tweet all the shows that we watch live, because we're just having a good time and we want to make sure everyone's having a good time with us. At Cult of Joshi, also on Instagram and Facebook, and of course here, the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. If you listen on YouTube, make sure you give this video a like, leave us a comment about what you watched this week. If you've seen that deathmatch cage match between Bulldog Nakano and Aja Kong, what you think of everything that we talked about. We love to hear your opinions, but for now, that's all we have for you. I'm Raja, he's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye!